All right, y'all, part 2 on the future and man merging with machine and those types of things, okay? So with the digital virtual reality and the overlays that are coming out, okay, everything's going to be connected to AI to where we can maybe transport ourselves through somebody else's goggles and live how they're living in a way. We can see how these things can be setting up. The virtual reality and digital overlays and everything being connected. The AI is keeping track of conflictions in people's lives and putting different algorithms together. So as we go into one algorithm and one harmony and one love and all those things, it's going to take out the old frequency that can't adjust and can't understand what's going on, but it's going to take everything and put it into that one motion, okay? And what I mean by that is it knows that Nancy pisses you off or Susie does this or whatever, okay? So as it learns these things and learns that through other people, it can connect a secret, per se, algorithm of spirits and numbers and names and such, and how these things either go together or go against each other. And this is kind of how I go back and read the reflections of history and whatever and see another story for the future. Okay, so it's just a matter of connecting that net of information, and everything connects to each other. You just have to kind of know the end game. And since I've been shown the end game, per se, I can track it back and see where it forms. Okay. And this gifts and talent just keeps developing daily, weekly, and such as I continue to just go in different pathways and listen to the mind guide me. Then I can follow and see and learn deeper and deeper and deeper, and it just connects more deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay, but either way, the as we're put on that one algorithm and that one motion, everything is going to become in unison and in unity, and we're going to rebuild this earth, and we're going to it's going to be a whole new way of living that's going to be developing in the next 20 years. All right, these are those time. They have all the technologies there. They're just waiting for the time to release it. All right. So these are those times they're releasing it, because we're going into that new age. So it's just exactly like when from the 70s to the 80s and 90s. All right. We're kind of living in that final stage of the millennial kingdom being set up. Okay. So the 2045 is also the 11 year and the L even and those things. But the technology's coming out, all right? Man is a liquid metal machine. We are technology. We're the highest form of technology. And the perfect man is man and technology living together side by side, 50%. All right. The machine is going to become our so-called helper. The woman was made as the help meet, the hell meet. And she's being put into bondage, or he's being put into bondage. The man is the one who wears the pants, per se, who rules the household. That can be a man or a woman in these days. We're being shown the kingdom being broken open in different ways. But as the kingdom is broken open, it's going against the temple of Baal and the temple of the law and such that's been set forth. So it leads to different types of tribulations for people. Okay? So man is coming together into one heart, one unity, one body, and we're coming to join forces with the earth in a way. And we're going to rebuild cities in a different way. And we've been told that all these things just keep coming until that one day it all just stops. Okay? So that one day that it all just stops are the days that they're telling you that when you see this happen or whatever, you need to go. Okay, and these things are building up now with the banking crisis in March, and you see the banking crisis now in November where the people aren't getting their deposits. We see the lineup with Saudi Arabia in January, and the trillions coming back over the next year and more from other countries because they can't use the petrodollar anymore. The petrodollar's going away. There's a whole new heaven and earth being set up right now. And the people are so delusional now, and a lot of people aren't even watching the news. They don't even know what's going on. So it's the perfect time to just do whatever the hell they want to do. And that's what they're going to do. And in order to take down the old, you got to burn it down, bring it through the ashes and such. So they're going to do that in different ways. And the West Coast of America, they've had their pretty much tribulation. And they've had their exodus. And we're being told today, or this week, yesterday and such, or I think it's the first day I saw it, but talking about the California exodus going to Arkansas. The Ark. Kansas. The Saudi Arabia. They're the tired, the tire, that car. They're going to be stuck out there and shit. All different things are lining up. Okay? That exodus is almost done. And they're rebuilding things out there in different ways. And we're being shown different things. And we're also being shown to fear that place and not to go out there and different things like that. So there's multiple mind fucks going on here that you have to look past. And you have to look at everything as a show. Okay? If you cannot talk to those people, ask them questions, and get like real feedback or whatever, I probably would assume they're part of the world stage. Okay? But there's ways to test the light. And your Jew law book tells you to test all men. So in order to test all men, if you're listening to somebody with 100,000 subscribers, 200,000, million or whatever, Fox News, you need to be able to test them and call them up, ask them some questions or whatever. Okay? Otherwise, just assume it's part of the actors and actresses of the world stage that are cast as their positions. Jesse Ventura is a perfect example showing you they just choose their names. A lot of these people don't even use their real names. But he went by Jesse Ventura, which is his wrestling name. So many things are being shown to y'all to start looking into and start examining. And same with actresses and actors or whatever. And Kanye is the last one who told you all this stuff. That y'all don't have a clue where these people come from. Now you would think that with all these famous people, okay, there would be more than just a handful that has pictures of friends showing them with their celebrity friends and such, and just different things like that. Okay, but you never see these things. It's all a show. Yes, I do understand there are people who make it big. I know people personally who have made it famous for themselves in a matter of speaking. However, I do understand that there's people who just come out of nowhere and you can't find anything about them. So these things are being told y'all to not trust this world stage. And these people, they are pawns of the Spirit as well. So that's why these people who have the ears and eyes or whatever, they listen to these people and they take what the Spirit says and they transfer it to this real world application. This is where you get the wind talkers and the code speakers and the things that I do when I post things like the Neil deGrasse Tyson videos, doing the dark speak on his buys for the election with the woman winning, to where you can phase that out through a 3-year increment, to where you keep the tribulation at a soft set, in a matter of speaking. All right, but that one would be that final whammy to bring in the Civil War and that divide and such. Okay, the 48 to the 48, 48 to the 80, all those things line up perfectly. So the future, think of the Jetsons. Robots are going to be helping you. What we need to remember, that we've been programmed everything, okay? And I'm not saying this is right or that is right, okay? But what we've been taught about sex and the age of consent upon the world and all these other things, okay? We've all been programmed to like titties or not like titties, to think this age is good or this age is not good or whatever, okay? If you think about things, in short, things are going to be changing as far as how we perceive sex, because it's an energy exchange in a different way. But let's break this down a little bit, because we've all been programmed things. So I see where the people aren't going to be having birth themselves, where the machine, in a matter of speaking, the embryo cookers they got, that would be where the birth is taken from the woman and the pain, and it's given over to God. All right, back to earth. So what this would be doing is not putting the sin of man into the fetus, into that next generation, and you'd be doing it the sin of no man with the AI and such, because they don't have that emotional output or whatever that we have, and it wouldn't be different things going on. It may take a couple generations to get it perfectly right, but either way. So just in a natural speaking context, if man and woman were out there breeding and there were no rules, we just lived in the woods or whatever, kids and such would be breeding around puberty, and they would be starting families and going to hunt and do whatever else, okay? So as in a natural context, the people should be getting married earlier and having kids earlier and doing the school and all that stupid nonsense shit that we got going on in this world to push pencils later on, or however it's going, okay? So things should be a little bit reversed on that side. Oh man, I'm having a brain fart on that side. The ages. All right, think about this. Y'all are teaching that sex or whatever is wrong, okay? But you're asking first graders, third graders, fifth graders if they got a boyfriend or girlfriend. Why do you have boyfriends or girlfriends? To have some physical relations and shit. So even any age under puberty, or any age under the age of 18, and you're asking them if they got boyfriends and girlfriends, you're promoting sex or sexual activity in a way. So it's all kind of hypocritical. And if you believe these laws, then you shouldn't be asking these kids these filthy questions according to your law if they got boyfriends and girlfriends and shit. Why would they need a boyfriend or girlfriend? Why would they be sexually active? All this shit y'all need to think about.